Frazier was adopted from a shelter at about a year old, and then he trained with Summit for a year before he was matched with me. And when I got Frazier, I had just been accepted to start school at CLU, and my biggest dream was to be able to live independently on campus. So Frazier, immediately when I got him, moved into the Murphy apartments with me, and he was just such an awesome fixture on campus and the best roommate. Summit trained him with about 60 commands to help me. So he could do light switches, automatic door buttons, carried my textbooks for me. He picked up everything that I dropped, just all sorts of crazy stuff I never knew a dog could be trained to do. After I got my dog Frazier, I realized just what an impact Frazier made in my own life, and I wanted to be able to play a role in giving back to Summit and helping other people be impacted in the same way or in a similar way as I was. It's so cool to think about, like, they're not even aware of how drastically their life's going to change and like what routes their life is going to take that they can't even conceptualize right now, because having that dog to help them is going to give them more confidence to step outside their comfort zone. My name is Alex Stone, and I work for Summit Assistance Dogs. I started with the organization actually as a client. They trained and gave me an awesome dog named Frazier all the way back in 2006. And then while I was in school at CLU, I joined the organization's board of directors and then became a staff member. If someone is interested in getting a Summit dog, they would apply to Summit, fill out an application. There's medical paperwork that's associated with that application. Once they're approved, then they come into Summit for an interview. The organization determines their needs and sort of what personality would be a good fit with the dog, so that it could be like a perfect marriage. The dog and the person are going to be together for about 10 years. At our peak, we were producing about 6 to 8 dogs a year, and it's a 30% success rate. So a lot of the dogs, as they go through their training, are deemed to not be suitable for that line of service and become really well-trained pets or find other lines of work. But the dogs that we're looking for are super exceptional. And then if the puppies still look like good potential service dogs at about 8 to 10 months of age, then they go into a partnership that we have with the Monroe Correctional Complex. And then we're getting guys that have lots of attention to devote to the dogs. And it's really helping increase our capacity to place dogs. They still look like good potential service dogs, then they come out and work one-on-one with one of our professional trainers before they're matched with a client on the waiting list. The waiting list is about 30 people deep right now. The money to train the dogs and lifetime support that goes along with having a Summit dog all comes through donations. So because our success rate is about 30%, and there's a lot of training and care that goes into dogs that aren't successful in the program, to produce a completed Summit dog that's matched with a client, it's over $25,000. But they're definitely life-changing.